Welcome everybody to Forza Motorsport 7, and today we're taking a look at the 1932 Alfa Romeo 8C 2300 Spider. Now this is a car that was in production from 1931 to 1935, and it was originally designed just for racing, but 188 versions were made for the road. And yeah, it was a highly successful race car back in its day. Even Enzo Ferrari raced it at one point, going on to a second place position in 1931. But it also won the Monaco Grand Prix, the Italian Grand Prix, it won the 24 Hours of Le Mans, and it won twice at Mille in 1932, and also won the Targa Florio in 1931 and 1932. So yeah, an impressive racing vehicle for the day, and yeah, even today it's still a fairly decently fast car. And yeah, I'm really glad that they've put once again another 30s classic in this game, especially one that I haven't heard of before. And it's also the oldest Alfa Romeo we've ever had on a Forza game, 2 years older than the previous oldest one. So yeah, I'm really glad it's on the game. Again, like I said, it's a car that I've never heard of before, and yeah, it's been a interesting experience learning about the car and seeing how it drives and what it's got going for it. One thing I really do like about this car is that it's got this little cone shaped over the spare wheel to make the aerodynamics slightly better than just having the wheel exposed, or two wheels exposed actually. So yeah, that's a nice little touch. But the main thing about this car is the engine, which is something I really rather like. It's a 2.3 litre supercharged inline 8, producing 155 horsepower and 173 pounds-feet of torque. So once again, we have a inline 8 engine, something that's pretty popular among these 30s racers. Got the likes of that Maserati that also has an inline 8 engine, and yeah, it's the type of engine that I really like driving on this game. It's an interesting engine, and certainly is, you know, not something that we have anymore going in cars. So yeah, interior is pretty basic as you'd expect for a car that's based on a racer, but it's all functional. It's all there that you need, all gauges, etc. One weird quirk about this, which we won't obviously have to deal with, but the accelerator pedal's in the centre of the pedal box, so that is really rather interesting. But obviously this is a classic racer, so to see what it can do, we're going to take it onto the racetrack. So see you when we get there. So we're at Brands Hatch for one lap, so let's see what this classic Alfa can really do. So yeah, not the most powerful engine ever, but for a 1930s car, 155 horsepower is not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. And yeah, even though it's quite low revving, that torque is there pretty much all of the time, so yeah, no problems coming in and out of corners. And for a car that is from the 1930s, it handles and brakes far better than you'd expect, even for a car that has suspension that's hardly going to set the world on fire and drum brakes all the way around. So yeah, despite that, it's a pretty fun car to drive, and yeah, has little in the way of body roll thanks to the fact it doesn't weigh all that much. It only weighs 2,185 pounds, so even though it does only have 155 horsepower, it's not got much weight to lug around. So yeah, it's got that going for it as well. So yeah, handling is reasonable. Obviously if you push it like that, you are going to understeer off because those tyres are not the widest, but if you play it sensibly and just enjoy driving it rather than trying to get the best time ever out of it, you will have a fun time driving it. And acceleration wise isn't too bad either. 0 to 16 9 seconds, 0 to 123 seconds, and it runs at a top speed of 120 miles an hour, which really isn't too shabby. And yeah, this car was eventually outclassed by the time it came to the end of its production run, which is why it was eventually upgraded. You could eventually get a 2.9 litre inline 8 supercharged engine, which had plenty more power than this did, and easily gave the likes of the Germans in their auto unions and Mercedes-Benz a run for their money, even though it couldn't really compete on the straights against them. So yeah, I'm really glad this car's in the game. Like I said, it wasn't one that I'd never heard of before, so it's been a treat to explore it and find out things about it. And hopefully it's something that other people will get enjoyment out of if you've never heard of it before. And if you have heard of it before, I hope it does it justice being on this game, because yeah, I really enjoy driving it. And once again, we have another inline 8 racer. is always a good thing, because I really do like inline 8 engines from this era. Quite frankly, there's just something about them in terms of the sound and the power delivery that sets them far apart from other cars from the era or even from today. So yeah, cracking car, easily my favourite out of the car pack. That's not to say that there aren't other cars out there that I really like in the car pack, but yeah, it's easily my favourite, and most likely a top 10 car from the season pass so far. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.